Alright guys, what is up? It's Gnomes. We're here to game between Eyesyn and Bubgaming. Bubgaming is also Saf, I think. At least on Discord his name is Saf. So we'll see how he does. He's playing as a Battle Master. He says he used to play a while back, and because this is a PSN account, so a PS4 account, we can't really put in, can't identify exactly how good he might be. He is playing SP. It's interesting. SP against what looks like Stitched, just because it is going to be UD versus UDF FW. So we'll have to see what he's playing. I think he's playing SP Meta, he said. Right? No, he said he's playing Mocha? Either Mocha or Meta. We'll see. But let's see. I just woke up, so I'm kind of still like waking up. I'm still kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? A little slow. Alright, so we do see the Voil Jester early. Divert. So maybe this is more Voil? And not so much Moga? Usually, I actually have been seeing this champion come out a bit more often. He wasn't that good a few months ago. And then Poxnora as well as Tiny Dragon both played him in their Voil battle groups just because of the restraining aura, in my opinion. A lot of very good abilities going around, right? So this is just very good to stop all those abilities, as well as just, divert plus confuse. So it's kind of a bit of a support, and as well though also a font runner. Because of the paralytic feedback, you can't really attack him from ranged, so you have to get on top of him. So you can kind of just like run away. So. He's saying he's playing a summon no. What? Alright, so he's saying his battle group doesn't have too much against summons. So it does look like Stitched though. Stitched aren't exactly summons. Aurora Slag, interesting. Yeah, with some music on if you want. Yeah, but Aurora Slag, I don't know. Also a font runner, but the bad thing about this champion as a font runner is it's the only thing he does, right? I mean, he can be okay, especially because of dazzling. You can blind a lot, and then they have nothing against it. Like, I've had good times with it. If it was maybe 66 Nora, like him, or 64, then he'd be very good. But his damage is so low, so he's really just like bouncing back and forth for the dazzling, right? But having constant blind is really not bad. I know I've had success with this champion in my Slagback group, so it's not horrible. I just haven't played him in a while. He does look kind of cool though. Looks a bit like a jellyfish. You could see him in jellies, right? Instead of in slags as well. I don't remember if I played. I don't think I played mobility though. I think I played a different ability. Just because you do have the teleport, you can always re-engage anyhow. I think I played something else other than a mobility. I don't remember what. I should check the champion out again. If I can get him down to like 64 with something else other than mobility, then I might play him again, especially my slags. 41 base health is pretty low though. Anyway, so it is Stitched for sure now. Sometimes you could see Stitch first in like different battle groups. Rarely, but you do see it sometimes, right? But the Stitch Shaman and whatnot, you're only really seeing Stitch, so. A bit of a weird start. We do have the Aurora Slag going into the Slag Overmind. Priest. Are these priests? No. Bard. This is not a Bard. I'm very confused by the champion decision here. Like, what's the idea behind it so far? We have Commander, but Commander only works on priests and slags, and neither of these are those. Well, this is a slag, so yeah, he gets the damage, but he's not a priest. So it's not exactly I mean, it could be like a Voil battle group, or sorry, a slag battle group, but then you just have the Voil to like delay. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes PS4 players also just have really random battle groups because they don't have enough champions to fill out one battle group, so they kind of just put stuff in it. He does have the relocate ally. but he wants to go to this bottom font first, exactly. Confuse. So that means no more augment creation, so that's pretty good. So none of the champions will get that extra damage anymore. He also doesn't have to be too afraid of the Stitch first. Though, I mean, 13 damage right now, but generally he's not doesn't have too much damage. Just because like it's 9 base. The only reason he has +4 right now is from the UD bonus, right? UD bonus and then the augment creation. Drinking some coffee. It's a fine ass. Actually, it's not a fine ass. It's kind of a very dreary and gloomy. I like that word, gloomy. That's a funny word. Gloomy Saturday morning here. It's 7:59 a.m. Kind of rainy. I'm gonna go play Ultimate Frisbee today, but if it's like super rainy, it's always like I have to weigh the factors of getting sick and having fun. Because I want to have fun, but I don't feel like getting sick because then the next week is kind of like the whole next week will be kind of me just having a cold, you know. So that's why playing in the rain is always a bit iffy. Especially twice. You can't do it twice in a row. If you play in the rain twice in a row, because you'll be like kind of sick, right? Sorry that I'm not talking. Nothing's happening yet, right? You can just see the champions, so I'm not gonna talk for a while. Yeah, but if you're kind of sick, just like a little bit, and you kind of like start healing back, and then the next Saturday it's raining again, and you play again in the rain, that's really bad. I did that once where I was like sick over the week, and it was getting just about better by the time it was next Saturday. But then I played again in the rain. And then my whole body was like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? And then boom, for the next 2 months, I had this dry cough. And it pissed me off. Like, I literally pissed myself off with the cough. What is this? Aspect of Chaos. Okay. Spirit. Still don't get the idea behind the Overmind. I mean, regen plus Mind Wipe mean he also stalls very well. So, and all 3 of these are very much just like stalling champions, right? The Void Jester just stalls. The Aurora Slag just stalls. Slag Overmind just stalls. So maybe this battle group is built off of just stalling and then having the aspect of chaos kill things in the late game. That could be this battle group. So confused, so that's nice because the Tyrant doesn't get the extra damage. I do have a Stitch battle group as well, but mine, what I did is I made it full faction UD, which is kind of fun because this guy sits at, with the augment, he's at plus, I think, 6. So that's 17 damage. With the Warbender, he's at 18 base. That's always fun. I like the Tyrant. I think this is also a good meta champion. Like, you can play him in just full faction UD or full faction for second waste, and you basically always get your value because you get the Stitch that come out. They have to deal with that. They have to deal with this champion that has 51 health. I mean, I don't play these. I play Hunter Walker and Hunter Small and Cleave. And Cleave works because he has 1-2 range. So then all of a sudden, your Tyrant can do like 40 damage in a turn. It's cool. So yeah, I play this champion in meta. This champion is really good. It has 5 base defense with Hunter Small. Has like 15 damage or 20 damage if you play full faction UD. What is interesting is Eyesyn has played the most expensive version of the champion every time, right? 85 Nora, 75. I think you can get him to like 60. 79. How much is he? 65. Not the best idea. He's like, you know what? Here's a random fire blast. Why not? Why did he do that? Why? And he's staying out of the font? No, okay. That's funny. That's funny. So, Eyesyn. I don't know. I think I've seen him around a few times, but obviously not amazing. So he's good enough to waste AP, so he only has 4 AP in case of punish, which is very smart because it's against SP, right? and Shatter Peaks has the relic. So it's a good idea to do what he just did. But so he was smart enough to waste his AP, but he played a random Fire Blast on a champion with regen. So he just healed it back. So I don't know why you even do it on the Overmind. So he basically just used a Fire Blast, a 45 Nora spell, on the Void Jester. That's basically what he did, because he's just going to heal it back up by the time there's a fight. So I don't get that Fire Blast. Alright, next turn the Aurora Slide can get bought. Right, and that's what he wants to do for sure. There's only a Magician here. He has such an awkward range at 5'7". Sorry, 5'7", so you can just get on top of the Magician, he can't do anything. So, yeah, let's move forward. Next turn, you can just get into this font. He has the Aspect of Chaos here in the back, ramping up. Okay, so this is just a random battle group, for sure. There's no coherent combination here that I can see whatsoever. 90 Nora, goddamn. I don't play this champion in my Hyena battle group even, because first of all, you don't go Crushing Blows. There's a version where you can play him for 81 Nora with Feint, but Feint is bugged and Death Sentence is bugged. Death Sentence doesn't work half the time, and then Feint also kind of doesn't work half the time. I don't get it. So you could play him like this, and then at least Crushing Blows does work, but he's 90 Nora, right? He's just way too expensive for the value he gives. The reason he's so expensive is just because Crushing Blows is quite expensive. He has good stats. If he had bad stats, then it's okay to have these abilities. But when you have good stats, like these are really good. I really like 7 speed. I really like 1-2 range. But yeah, when you have good stats and you have these abilities, you're just way too expensive. Like 90 Nora is just bad. So yeah, Overmind going to be healed back to almost full next turn. Though this Void Jester, you can only attack once with the Stitch Shaman because of the paralytic feedback, so he's going to have to watch out for that. But if there is... No, wait, there's no Deconstruct here. Never mind. Yeah, that's what you usually play. I think on the Stitch Shaman, generally you play Deconstruct, right? But yeah, he doesn't have Deconstruct. All right, it looks like, yeah, he's attacking, but now he's paralyzed. So Shaman is paralyzed. He only took 9 damage. He doesn't attack. He doesn't attack. Yeah, now you can just switch him out. Like, just run him back if he wants. Shielded? No, spell resistance. Okay. I don't know, but I think you can get shielded on the Aspect, and I think generally that's better on the Aspect because he's such a super champ that you don't want your enemy using spells on him, right? You don't want your enemy using like Fading Recollection, that kind of a thing. And SP has resistance anyway from the font bonus, so you don't really need the spell resistance. I think you can play shielded on him. I'm not positive, but I think that's usually better. Alright, so for sure, Aurora Slag should move bot if he can. I'm not sure if he's in range. He didn't move up 2 more spaces last turn. Can he still get down there? Let's see. There, and then there's 4 left, 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it, let me just put this up. So he... Grid? Hello? The grid's not coming out. Alright, grid's not working. So there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually, I think he's 1 AP off to get into the bottom font. So if he had moved up 2 last turn, or at least 1, he'd be able to get down here. Which I think is a good idea. I mean, there is charged Frost Cone, but he doesn't have any charges anyway, so he can just keep blinding at least one of them. And for a while, and then he like stall and then just run away. I don't know. Oh, this is such a long game. This is just a stall game. Oh my god, nothing's happening. Alright, there we go. Stuff's happening. Alright, so he moves in, probably for the mind wipe. Moves in and blinds the Tyrant, which is really nice. I mean, the Tyrant can still use Seismic Leap, so if he uses it here, then he'll go into the lava, so it's kind of scary. Right, yeah. And he, oh, this is really bad positioning. Oh no, move him one, please. Move him here. Don't, no. This is so bad. That was not good. Because now we'll just see a Seismic Leap right here, and they'll hit the Executioner into lava, and they'll hit the Aurora Slag into lava. As well as knock back him. This is like the perfect Seismic Leap area. Actually, no, he's flying, so actually won't hit the Jester. But still, both of these into lava for fun. They just take 16 damage. Like the blind. Yeah, exactly. No. that was not ideal. That was funny. He positioned perfectly for that. That was definitely not ideal. Not only did they take the 8 damage from the Seismic Leap, but then another 8 from being in lava, and then another 8. So he's gonna take 24 damage here. Oh, that's funny. All right. So what's happening here? He didn't actually use the Mind Wipe though, which is interesting. He went in, but he didn't use Mind Wipe for some reason. We can now see a deconstruct, or sorry, a reconstruct if he wants. Still no death charges, but yeah, we can see a reconstruct maybe on for the Dream Eater. Maybe he can use Confuse again soon. All right, there's some damage. Another random spell. Is he just randomly playing Superior? Oh, okay. He gets a kill, so there's a reason to that one at least. He does get a kill on the Aurora Slag, I think. If this is lava, I thought it was just like another random spell played, but it's okay here. Does he take the damage? Oh no, he doesn't even take the damage. Yeah, the lava actually was overdone by the ooze, so he actually has no. It doesn't take the damage, so it actually doesn't kill the Aurora here. I don't know what this terrain does anymore. I forgot. He used a spell for it. I forgot. Why did the shaman not use? What was that? Not use the reconstruct actually. Alright, well he kills it though, so at least there won't be a reconstruct from Eyesyn. But all the champions are low, right? The Aurora Slag will die soon. The Jester will die soon. I mean, he's keeping the Tyrant blinded, which is nice. So he can't use the Seismic Leap for more than 3 turns actually, because of the Restraining Aura. So for the next while, the Seismic Leap, like this is on a pretty long cooldown now. So instead of it being just 3 turns, it's where's the Restraining Aura here? Yeah, it's gonna be on 6 turn cooldown. So that's nice. Now he uses the Mind Wipe, which is good. Definitely shouldn't be going for the Stitch first unless he can kill him. So go for the Shaman instead. He does have the Chaos in the back going up, so he's at 6 stacks already. So that's kind of scary, right? Ooh, look at that. War Banner plus War Drummer played. So every champion here just got 13 extra HP. So look at this. 61 here on the Head Shrinker. There he uses the Punish and the Crushing Blow. He should have probably attacked. It's kind of hard to say. I was wondering if he should attack first with the Executioner, because now we have this random Stitchling over here. Alright, so now, like I said, these are both pacified, so they can't do anything. We do have the Seamstress as well as the Magician kind of in the back doing nothing. So this is like, what, 130 Nora just doing nothing. They're just here in the back. We have these 3 up here. And if he had gotten that reconstruct, which he didn't get off for some reason, I do believe that Aurora Slag should still be dead though, right? I mean, he can't attack with any of these. So all 3 of these are useless this turn. But yeah, exactly. He attacks at least once, so that's 9 damage. And then he could attack once as well. Though I'm not sure. Does he take the damage when going over this terrain? I forgot what the terrain does. I think it either gives you you take 5 damage, or you just lose all AP at the end of your turn. It's one of those. There's 2 spells in SP that kind of has something that look like this, I think. There's Rip, and there's something else. One of them just does 5 damage. The other one, you lose all AP at the end of your turn. But you could just move up, kill it if it isn't, you know? Or he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 25 damage, so hard to say. Oops. Alright, so he runs away here with the Stitched first and the Shaman. The Seamstress haven't done anything yet. No charge heal, no Frost Cone. I don't know what's wrong with this dude. Why does he keep doing that? This is the 3rd time that Eyesyn has played a random spell. 3 times. And against SP. Against SP as well. That's why he's losing. So, against Shattered Peaks, you don't really want to play spells. Because Shattered Peaks is happy with deploying. So if you're playing spells and not getting kills, they're happy, right? So Eyesyn used the Fire Blast, the Superiority, and now the Anathema. For no reason that I can think of. Like, at all. I have no idea why. Alright, there's a kill on the... Like, he didn't get a kill with any of them. It's always... It's so hard not to insult these people, I swear. Or not insult. That's not the right word, sorry. I mean, like, get mad at. Anyway, so there's game. That's the Stitched. Even though we saw that really nice Seismic Leap, after he just used 3 spells for no reason. He was in range. There was the nice Pacify, I guess, right? Pacifying 2 champions plus the blind. So yeah, that's just game. GG.